Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you that might get a little spicy. We have some very sexy cards that are starting our reading, and they seem to suggest that we have somebody that feels like they can't really let go of a connection, even though they know there's a little bit of a lack of substance here, right? It says there's no depth on that middle card. And then we also have somebody that's engaging in secret sexual escapades. So this could be the connection, or there could be somebody on the outside of this pair that they are also pursuing. But somebody feels trapped. It's like there's some reason why I feel like I can't just like walk away from this. There could be a concern over whether or not this person will talk about what happened between you. There could be a concern over how they would handle rejection, especially if it's something like a little bit like people wouldn't really respect this choice as far as like a sexual partner. That could be a little bit of what we have going on here. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of enchantment. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We're going to dive in. All right. I haven't used this deck in a very long time because I don't want YouTube to delete all my videos. This is the Sexual Tarot. I'm going to pull a few. I'm not going to pull a whole bunch. But since we've got quite the sexy start here, I think this makes sense. Also, a shout out to Christina because I know you love this deck and I never use it. So it's a little gift to you, my boo. We've got 5 of Chalices, which is the 5 of Cups, of course, and the 2 of Swords, and the 3 of Chalices. All right, so I think we had somebody feel like they might miss out if they didn't take up the opportunity or like move forward with somebody hitting on them or somebody making a move on them. This could be one of those things where, you know, it's been a while. I didn't really have any prospects that I liked. And so even though I knew better, I decided to give in. But with the 5 of Cups, we know we have somebody here that is feeling like the decision they made was maybe not worth the risk that they've taken. All right, and then we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Ooh, don't like that. 9 of Wands in the reverse and the King of Chalices. Honestly, it kind of feels to me like there's going to be a little bit of a battle between the lovers of this King of Chalices. Now, let's keep in mind, these are not like directly equated to your gender, right? Anyone could come out as the King of Chalices, but especially with the kind of like submissive stance here of the female with the King of Cups, which generally we don't see a female on the King of Cups card, right? I feel like there is almost like they just assume that they can have multiple lovers and no one will say anything about it. Either they have a partner that looks the other way pretty consistently, or they feel like that partner doesn't really have the option to leave. But this Queen of Swords in the reverse, this would imply that we have somebody that is pretty angry. Thank you, Redbeard. How are you doing? I'm pretty sure you do that way every time, don't you, Redbeard? Hi, Drew. How are you doing? Somebody gets a little defensive. It's like There's a line from Doja Cat, something about sometimes other chickens try to get in my coop. I think it's the song that goes, like you. Is it Streets? I think it's Streets. There's somebody here who's like, you are not trying to like take my man right now. But it's almost like they can't really take it up with the King of Cups. Again, flip the genders if you need to, because they don't have any like leverage with the King of Cups. So it's more so like I'm going to threaten my competition because I feel like I could actually like scare them off, right? That kind of vibe. All right, this is the Morgan Greer. This lustful pairing, it's clearly between somebody that's seen a little bit like a player. But what happened was this King of Wands saw somebody that was honestly, it kind of feels like somebody that was very unique, almost like somebody's looking at an earth angel. Like, I can't believe how masterfully you handled that. I can't believe how stunning you are. Like, they just admire from afar this individual. And it's like, I must have you kind of vibes. And the idea of quote unquote conquering this love interest was something the King of Wands or King of Cups, same energy, felt very confident they would not reject or not regret, excuse me. We already know that he wouldn't reject it. Because I kind of feel like this individual doesn't really get consequences very often. So this is somebody who's used to getting their way. It's very much so making me think of like King Henry VIII because I was, well, and I still am, pretty obsessed with like Tudor history. All right, we've got Six of Pentacles, Emperor in the reverse, Magician. Excuse me. It's weird because I did already mention King Henry VIII. If you know about that time period in history, you probably know that it was pretty normal for a king to be married and have ladies on the side, particularly if their wife was pregnant. With the Six of Pentacles, what I see here is somebody trying to control the situation and make sure that they ran into this love interest. Whoever is the Strength card, likely the person that I'm reading for, but you would know how those energies fall better than I would. With the Emperor in the reverse and the Magician, this is like, I can make it happen. I just have to like tell my, like, I don't know, would we call them flying monkeys? Just have to tell my people to like make sure we run into each other, or I'm going to tell my people to bring them backstage, you know, like that kind of thing. Like, bring them to me. That's what I want. And with the Six of Pentacles, this either indicates these are people that feel like they owe the King of Wands or King of Cups, or they actually get paid by the King of Wands. In some instances, this is like, be flashy and, you know, buy them a dress or whatever. Like, there's clearly some power behind this figure. They're used to getting their way. It's also worth mentioning that in the Strength card, we have somebody taming a lion. And what was the card that came out? The King of Wands, which could be associated with Leo, the lion. So this love interest. I think it's probably you, doesn't have to be. Tamed this leader. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, 2 of Pentacles. It's actually quite fitting that I said King Henry VIII, because this particular lineup, which is incredibly earth heavy, right? Literally all earth cards. I think we have somebody looking to replace their existing partner. Like, you have all the attributes that the person I'm with is lacking, and I think the word is to like supplant them with you. You would be better by my side. You understand what it takes. You are a leader in your own right, or you are not codependent. Remember I said this female looks really submissive? I mean, she's underneath. I don't think that the King of Wands respects this individual. And they want to be with someone they respect, oddly. All right. So for some of you, this person is interested in you because they feel like you would restore balance, or you would have good insights. I'm pretty sure that in like the end years for King Henry VIII, he was taking very seriously the thoughts and recommendations from Catherine Parr. And that's what I'm kind of thinking of. Somebody who sees that because you have this like je ne sais quoi in terms of being able to win people over or give good advice, be logical or strategic, they see a person they want to have sex with, but also somebody that they feel like could lead or be like a power couple with them. So very much so a focus on what you bring to the table, not just the physical attributes they enjoy about you. More earth energy. And the Sun card. There's a very good chance we have somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, probably heavy on the Leo. And there's also a really good chance that we have somebody with Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo in their chart. We've got somebody here who feels like a new beginning is exactly what they need. I am tempted to change this reading to like some reference to King Henry VIII, because the parallels are like wild. If I start over with you, I can get what I want. Not only that, the sun represents happiness, enlightenment, also a little boy. What did King Henry VIII do? He lopped off people's heads and divorced people because he wanted a son. So for some of you, this could literally be about whether or not you could bear children for this person, or whether or not you already have children, whether or not you take good care of other people's children, whether or not you could be a good father. However it resonates for you, there is something here about I could build a better life with this person versus the one that I'm with. Just want to do a little swap, a little refund, please. A little return exchange. But I feel like there's a fixer here, like somebody who like manages the schedule, somebody who maybe they like chauffeur the dude around. Again, don't pay too much attention to the gender, right? But I feel like there's somebody who does stuff for this King of Wands, and they've been told, find a way to deal with this person I don't want to be with anymore. Because it's like there's no There's no heartache over this ending for the King of Wands or the King of Cups because they are already transfixed on the next person, right? All right, this is the Fairy Lenormand. This just continues to get more and more juicy. Now we have number 25, the ring. So if somebody is looking at you and not just thinking you're a tasty snack, but like, I want to put you up on my shelf and show people that you're mine. This person has told somebody or some people that they are ring shopping, that they have a ring, that they intend to propose, that they intend to be like making you theirs. There are conversations already happening. And I feel like for at least 60% of you, there is specifically a conversation happening with somebody's parents. This is why I want to be with this person. This is why I've chosen them. This is why they're better than the other person. Whatever it is, they kind of feel like they have to explain themselves or like make the case. So I think for some of you, it's because this person wants to move so quickly. They feel like they have to explain themselves. The Hermit, 10 of Cups, and the Tower. It was love at first sight. It helped me to understand what was wrong in my existing relationship or in my life, what was needed for me to feel like I could build this like happy home. So I was willing to throw everything out the window in order to start fresh with you because you're what I've been looking for. Okay. It's just a little intimidating, but that's okay. Okay. But they have to get rid of somebody. It's like this person was already living with them. And Death in the reverse. Look, if you resonate with this King of Cups, King of Wands, let me be real clear with you. Do not start something new before you've ended something old. You know that saying, measure twice, cut once, or cut once, measure twice, whatever iteration it's supposed to be. That's good guidance because if you don't measure it correctly, let's say you're trying to build a foundation and you build it wrong, you could put in all of this work and then that shit just falls right over anyways, right? You have to build a strong foundation with this person. If you try to cheat the situation with this strength card, whoever is the strength card, I think it's honestly you. But if the King of Wands doesn't come correct, you won't be coming on anything, baby. I'm sorry. But like really though, if you don't end things, if you don't clear out the past, if you don't start fresh, have a clean slate, you ain't getting shit. And I feel like that's the risk because we have to put somebody out in the cold here with the Five of Pentacles. We have a choice with the Lovers. You got to let one go before you pull in the other one, right? And I feel like with the Death card in the reverse, we have somebody that's a little hesitant to do things in the right order. This is like baking, okay? You got to be very precise. And this person is not being precise, which is silly because they're very capable of being precise. It's like impatience takes over. Chill. Do things the right way. Wow. Hierophant, the Chariot in the reverse, and the Sun again. You gotta slow down. I feel like just to go with like a holiday analogy, since the holidays are approaching, I feel like this is somebody who's like, no, 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 no. My favorite part of Thanksgiving is the sweet potato pie or the pumpkin pie at the end, the apple pie, whatever it is, right? The pie, okay? I don't want to eat your turkey. I don't want to eat the mashed potatoes. Don't really need any cranberry relish. I just want to eat that pie. Go ahead, make fun of me in the comments. I dare you. This motherfucker is trying to eat the pie before he eats the turkey. You got to get through the stages, okay? The Chariot in the reverse is literally like, we will stop you. You will lose what you want if you don't do it the right way. Because this person's really focused on the next thing, but you still got some cleaning up to do. You still got some like organization, right? And with the Sun card, I'm actually getting from that information will come out if you don't make this change the right way. If you don't come correct, this person who is represented by Strength will find out and will tell you to fuck off. Like, you didn't do it the right way, so now I don't want you anymore. Now that's showed me what your character is comprised of, and I am not here for it. So we have 8 of Cups, 5 of Swords, Princess of Wands. Because if you don't do things the right way, it comes across as deceitful, as almost like you've sabotaged the love connection. And that means somebody is willing to reassess whether or not you're worth it to them. You have to walk away from one before you can have the other. And like, real talk, you guys, I strongly encourage you to use that approach every time. End shit before you start new shit. Be respectful and you'll get that respect back. Maybe not every single time, but if you build on a shaky foundation, that house will come down. You've got to build things with respect so that when you have that connection you want to keep, you don't have to worry about something coming out later on down the line and make you look like an asshole, because that's what happens here. If you don't do it the right way, they find out and they're like, oh, you almost had me, but now you don't. Leo is like all over this reading. Here we have the Sun card again. There is information that comes out that could risk this connection if somebody ignores it. I'm trying to figure out this 4 of Swords in the reverse. It's clarifying our Chariot in the reverse. To be honest, it kind of feels to me like if you don't do this the right way, if you don't communicate honestly to this blessing of a person, this earth angel, whoever they are, you're going to, I think, get to a point where you don't want to pursue anyone because everyone pales in comparison. If you find the one, you do that shit the right way. We have the 8 of Swords in the reverse. We have somebody that no longer feels limited or held back. So it's kind of coming across to me like, depending on what you do with this information, if you tell somebody what's going on, you will either pull back and not want to like connect with anyone for a long time because of how things go, or you will be limitless in this new beginning. But it's a false start if you don't approach it with loyalty and honesty. If you do things out of order, if you sabotage yourself. You know you're not supposed to eat the pie before the turkey. Eat the turkey first. If you don't like meat, eat the sweet potatoes first, okay? Gotta do things the right way, the respectful way, because there's something here that the King of Wands is contemplating that is seen as disloyal or shady, shifty, right? If I catch you in a lie, you out. And that's what this person's like. If I catch you in a lie, I will definitely call you on it. And I will tell you, thank you, but no thank you. Strength, this person, they could be the Leo, by the way, right? They don't mess around. I feel like this person's very well aware of what their value is. 10 of Pentacles, right? That's the highest value. If you don't treat me the way I deserve to be treated, I will toss you aside. I will reject you. 4 of Cups. Tell me the truth, and you're good. If not, psst, yeah. Hi there, Rick. How you doing? Hello, Kat. Welcome in. So, could go either way. We have these 7 of Cups in the reverse. This talks about clarity. I feel like this is somebody realizing that there's an obstacle, because we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, which can indicate a delay or an obstacle. We have somebody being honest with themselves. Okay, so I could do it this way, and that could cause me problems later on down the line, or I could do things the right way. I could come correct and avoid this difficulty later on, right? Because I know they've got the resources, they've got the connections to do a little bit of investigating and find out what I don't think they know now. They know, this King of Wands knows, they would eventually find out. The Strength card would eventually find out that they were being shiesty. So, like, why even bother, right? Like, it's like buying expired food at the grocery store. Well, I probably can't eat you, but I'm going to buy you anyways. We'll see how it goes, right? You know how it ends. So there's a shakeup happening. And I feel like for the majority of you, this person is going to decide to do things the right way. They're going to come correct. Hey there. Happy early Thanksgiving to you too. You're already cooking? I bet you make the best food, Joanna. All right, let's get a few from the Kipper. Message number 7 and number 11. Some of you may live near 7-Eleven. Sudden wealth. 10 of Pentacles. This is somebody realizing the extremely high value you possess as a person and a potential partner. But we have to do it right. They want to be with you. I'm going to get 2 more. They see the value you represent. Main female in the reverse. Courtship in the reverse. But they're rushing shit. You can't rush this shit. Ugh. They're like, yeah, no, I might still be talking to some other people. I might, like, I know I want to be with you, but I don't know if I want to be, like, super with you. And with courtship in the reverse, it's like, no, I just want to, like, claim you. I just want to, like, we're not going to have some long, drawn out, like, getting to know each other phase. I know what I want. I want you. Let's put a ring on it. And you're like, no, there's a process. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out who you are and whether or not you're worth it before I just like dive in like that. Come on. Think about it. All right. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you everyone for the beautiful live chat comments. You all are amazing. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading.